Well, hello everyone. It's Michelle from Michelle's Ink and Stamp It. And I have another estate sale haul to show you. So here we go. So this one was up in Lakeport. And it was, I saw it on the pictures that she sent out. Shelly Warner is the one that does these. This was music paper, and most all of it is from the 1900s to the 1920s. And I love it. There's Christmas. There's just all, see, I think these are probably all upside down. So I got music. And there was a book on the owner's guide, so I'll be able to use that. That's very cool. It's on a Hammond. And then I also got this music book, manuscript. So it is all handwritten music. And I'll show you in a minute how I use some of that. But I thought that was very cool. And then when these are ripped out, I'll have all that to play with too. So, okay, so I got that. I have to keep it over here because my table's too small. So then I got these little sample bags of material. I got this little Ziploc thing that had a bunch of little pieces of material. So those are already cut out. I don't have to cut those out. That small. It's what I use on my collage. My snippet rolls is different size fabrics, so I'll be able to use those in not in these, but in one similar. Then I also got, this says boiled wool. I have no idea what boiled wool is, what it does, but I am always in the market for wool of any kind for my needle books. So this had this. This almost looks like it might have been cut out for a pattern, but I will cut it out again. I don't think I'd like wearing that. It'd be too itchy. I had a friend who raised Angora goats for their wool. She had a loom and she had a spinning wheel, so she spun the wool and then used it in a loom. So I got that. So there's the black. There's a turquoise. There's a purple. And this one is very soft. It's got some writing down here, but I can't read. Looks like a name. Lorna something. But anyway. Okay, so I got that. And then let's see, if I put it this way, you probably could see all the way down there. She said, this looks like a crafter's basket. You should have it. So I put all my stuff in it. So I got 2 satin pillowcases that I'll dye different colors and cut up and use in my journals. I got a sheet so that I can wrap in my rusty irons and create more rusty material. This was table runner glue-sided batting, so it was nice that this lady had written what they were. And then there was these big squares, probably 14 by 14 squares of felt. And then I love this. There's little squares of the, oh, these are material. I'll have to put those in my thing. I saw those. I love this. Let's see if I can, there you go. Put that on my, it's like embossed material. Sorry, the minute I get on the thing, my dog goes crazy and wants to. So there you go. You can see the design on it, which is very cool. So I'll use that on my journals. This one looked like she practiced doing long arm, you know, over the top of your quilts where you do all the different designs. So she has sewn all these different designs on these different squares, and I'm kicking myself now that I just didn't pick up all of them, but maybe I'm glad that I didn't. So that was my haul. And I got all that for $20. Everything. Oh, and that little I got this mat too, so I've scanned a bunch of the music books already, and let's see, I was going to show you what I was going to do with some of it. I usually have 3 journals going on at one time, so I'm just going to pull some of this stuff out and work with it and show you some of what I do. So this is here, and I probably won't glue the top part. I'll just probably glue the bottom part, because grab my 2 rulers over here so I have them. This is a We Are Memory Keepers tearing ruler, so it has that edge that is rough there. There's 3 different rulers that come in the set. So pull this up a little bit so I can get that square. I love the rough torn edge. I'll probably just cut that off, but we'll see if I can tear it. Sometimes that doesn't go so well. And you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it on there, and then I'll just fold it over. So let me grab my glue book. So I have a farmhouse journal going on. I have the journal that I showed you in the last video. I'm using this Darcy's glue, and it came in a big box, and they're the 1.41 ounces or 40 grams. Oh, do I want the writing? I might want the writing on there. Okay, so that works. Let's do that. Good to check. I'm not sure that I like this or not, because I've had a couple pieces that I thought I've been gluing really well. They say you have to, most of the glue sticks, even in the instructions, tell you to go over it twice or make sure that you go over it twice. So this is on that book thing that I showed you from before that I had gotten in the estate sale that I went to close to home. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that over. This will give me an indication of how well that'll work too. So I've got, and I even said I wasn't going to glue that all the way down, didn't I? And I did. Oh well. Could use this over here. Oh, sorry, went silent there for a minute. Get to concentrating, sometimes you don't, you can't talk or pay or concentrate on what you're saying. Not that I have any great thing to say, but I'm just making sure I press that down pretty good. I'll probably just cut that off. Okay. So it'll go like that. That's going to be a side tuck, so whatever you have can tuck underneath it. And I kind of just do them as I go. So I have a couple more of these prescriptions. This is that music sheet. It's handwritten. Let's see, what else do I have? So I'm using, in this one, excuse me, the other one I use Ruby and Pearl. This I'm using Lorna Taylor's Farm Life, Rustic Farm Life, and Grungy Lace, I think is what this part is. So this is going to go on the top of my book page, or on the top of my thing. I'm going to get some cheesecloth that I've excuse me, coffee dyed, and that'll go behind this. And then this is gonna probably, I'll glue that down on that coffee dyed paper. This is on coffee dyed paper too. I'll put some cheesecloth and maybe some lace hanging down from below, and then I'll put that on here. So I've just kind of got it all together. I have an idea. I just don't have it finalized. One of the other things I had gotten was this booklet, and it was beef, mutton, and lamb. And I think I got this from Redeemable Junk Journals, Brittany, on Facebook. So I have that, and it had a bunch of pages that were written on and a bunch of pages that were blank. So I have those in here, and this was the cover. It was already, it wasn't ripped apart, but it was already apart. Okay, so let me put this back in here so I have it. I'm going to put that in there first because I want to put that in the back. Oh, and then I got out two more of those tags that I showed you the last time. And this has music paper on it already, so does this one. So I probably won't add any of that to it, but I'll add some different things to it. Let's see, how's that? Yeah, those are perfect for a little... Okay, I've already lost the other ruler. Covered it up with my glue book. Okay, so if I do that there, try to keep all the pieces in the project bag that I'm using so that I can I think I like this one better on it. I have these two, but this one, that one's longer anyway, so. And this has more contrast in the color. So let's do that. I did these so I didn't have to do anything on the back of them if I didn't want to. So then I usually hate using them on something that that I've got to put it on a backing, but that's okay. It's hard to tell when you can't get your head over the top of it. Let's see, do I have that pretty straight? I kind of have it kind of straight. Alright, so let's put that down on there. Most of these prescriptions were from the, this one's from 03, so 1903. And these are from the old design shop. And I'll put a link in the description below. Like I said, the papers were Lorna Taylor's, and it was all her farm life, rustic farm, and farm ephemera. So, let's see what else we can do here. And then you can write this way on this, but let's do a little topper. And I had a little piece of fabric out here somewhere. Oh, let me grab the fabric thing that she had. The papers, I'll show you the papers here in just a minute. They had a lot of yellow in them, so I think I can make a topper with this. So let's get the glue book again. See if I can get this off my finger and get it close to being to the Okay, so that'll make a little tab topper for that. So it's great they're already cut out. Okay. That's going to go in there. Let's see. This is some of the, oh, here's the piece that I wanted right there, but that's okay. We'll use that on another one. Oh, this is what was in that box too. So it's some It's got stars and little dots on it, but it's white, so I'll put that in there. There was another piece of it too, so I wanted to make one of those tab journals where it had the tabs on the back part. So this is going to be, I think I showed you this last time, a pocket. So I'm going to put some of that. I got that little piece of music paper left, so let's put that on here. These are the gussets here. My blue book, I'm going to this glue seems pretty soft, and when you push too hard, it just mushes down. So the verdict is still out on this. And since it had the factory straight edges on them, I'm just going to leave them like that. Let's see, in this, let me put this one back together. Now I see some book pages over here I could use too. Okay, so let me just glue this. Oh, and right on my mat. Oh well, I could wipe it off. I like that little arrow right there. Okay, let's see, got another one here. And actually we could just take this prescription. Get my glue book again. Make sure I'm not gluing anything, sticking it to my glue book there. Hopefully I'm not off the screen. It's hard to do when I can't look through my camera part because it's up higher. I use my phone. Okay. And let's see, I think in this one I had, oh, I cut out a bunch of flowers. So I can show you how I use those. The flowers are also from Lorna Taylor. I upload them into my Cricut and have my Cricut cut it out. And I wanted to get this paper right here. I didn't rip it towards me, so I have the white edge. So if you like the white edge, that's the way you get that. If you don't like the white edge, you need to tear towards you. And once you start tearing, you'll figure it out. Okay, I think I like that flower. It's got a little piece there. Oh, sorry, that's my neighbor driving up. Okay. Move these all off to the side so I don't get the, I don't know, do I want some of that behind it? No, I don't think I do. Okay, let's get the glue book. I think most of you know I got kicked by a horse a long time ago in my hand, and my bones in my thumb came out, so it's hard for me to cut, so it's a lot easier if I have the Cricut cut it out for me. And probably looks a little better too. Okay, I'll put that at the bottom. This I added another flower to the bottom of this because it had one stem that didn't have a flower on it. So there is the tulip, or tulips. So I got that. Okay, we could put that like that, and I could clean that up as I go. Most of it will get covered up. It's a gloomy day today. How about you? How is everything where you are? Thank you for joining me. Excuse me. I have gotten the hiccups the last 3 days during the day at some point. I can just turn that over and cut it off. Just got to be careful not to cut your edge there so that you don't have to start all over again. Oops, I hope that wasn't. So I turned it over and cut on the edge. This is my gusset here. There's a gusset at the bottom and a gusset on the side. So that way when I glue it down, I have an area to tuck into. This is probably too big, but that'll fit right down in there. And it gives you room for more room inside. Okay, let's see. So we worked on that. We worked on that. Another pocket. This is a side tuck. I don't think we did anything with these two, but I probably could put a tab up here with one of the get my fabric scissors out. Okay, I'm just going to glue my fabric off to the side so I don't have to bring my book back over and move all that. Oh, and then I just flatten it back down. Not sticking to the paper, but it'll stick to itself. Okay. If I get too much glue on my scissors, I'll give it to my husband and he'll go down and either put it in some gasoline or brake fluid and clean them off. Okay, so I have 2 tags started, 2 side tuck one way, side tuck the other way, and I can just do more as I go, and that's kind of the way I work, a little at a time. All right, so go create something fun, and I will see you on the next video. I'll be sure to like and subscribe over here, and I'll put a couple videos you might be interested in there, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. See if I can get this turned off.